Hi, my name is Justin Whitehead. I drive the 36J factory stock, limited modified, and sometimes modified. I'm the owner and operator of Outlaw race cars. We've owned this deal for, I believe I built my first car in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. 2011, 2012, and we really started building them in 2013. We had our first customers, Daniel Jones and Bubba Jones, ordered their first two cars, and we haven't stopped since. Car on the jig in there right now is number 200. This will be our 10th year building race cars, so it's been a very successful deal so far. My papa raced, my uncle races, both my uncle raced, my dad raced, of course, and that's all I ever wanted to do. I never considered college. I never considered anything. I just wanted to race from the word jump, and he let me get one. My first race, I was technically 13. I turned 14 a week later. He let me get in the car, and I was absolute garbage. I was terrible. I didn't really think racing would ever go anywhere, and we was able to learn. And I think we won our first race on July 4th, 2004. Actually ended that year out breaking my leg. My cousins let me drive their street stock car, and I spun out. A guy hit me in the door and broke my leg pretty much in half. And I topped that year off. I totaled his car, but that was just the beginning of it, really. And it was a very interesting first year, to say the least. I work at Best Engines from 8 to 5. Well, yes, Chuck, roughly 8:30 to 4:30. It's probably 70% of our business at work. It's grown with me. It's grown with this deal all, and kind of as a whole. We've gotten really well known throughout the years, and we do some really good work and take really good care of our customers as well. So that deal's grown tremendously. We have a very good operation up there, and I sure love going to work every day. After work, when I do leave, we come here and I work 2 or 3 hours a day. Sometimes I just don't. I got Ben and Scotty here working full time for me now, so that makes a huge difference. Here at Outlaw Race Cars, we build bodies. The chassis is our biggest deal. We'll do any kind of work. A lot of times people have race cars and they don't have time to work on race cars. They'll just drop them off during the week, say, hey, I need to go racing Saturday, and whatever needs to be done in between there, we make it happen. We get it ready for them to pick up. What you see over there in the corner, you'll see our sheet metal brake, our shear, our piles of sheet metal. We're actually selling parts here this year at Outlaw Race Cars. Towards the front of the shop, you'll see our jig, our tubing bender, our tubing notchers, welders, all the equipment we need to build the race cars and to make them better and better every single year. This year we plan on running several big races. The first one will be, I believe it's May 27th through the 29th at Sabine Motor Speedway. I think it's 7,500 to win. Then we'll go to the 10,000 to win at Boot Hill Speedway. It's always the first week of August, around August 1st, August 2nd range. That'll be a 2 or 3 day event as well. Bubba Jones over at Sabine Speedway is having another 5,000 in, I want to say the first week of October, maybe 2 weeks afterwards, is going to be the Cajun Classic at Vivian, which is kind of the end of the year, top our deal off for the season kind of race. We sure hope to win half of them. Would be pretty cool. The 10,000 deal, we've won twice. We're really going after that. The past couple years, I actually let somebody else drive my car. This will be the first time I'll be back in my car in the past few years, and we hope like heck we can bring that one home. Bubba's, we done really well at Bubba's last year over at Sabine Motor Speedway. He does an excellent job. Obviously, we want to win them all, but that's not probable. The Classic, we've actually won it over at Architect Speedway. The Cajun Classic I talked about a while ago. I've won it 8 times so far, so we'll be going for our 9th there. Ben he's Ben Gilliland, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. He is my crew chief, I guess you could call him the shop foreman around here, even though nobody listens to him. He's actually been really well at doing sheet metal work. I've trained him to do that. He keeps up with all the parts. He honestly, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't race a quarter of the times I do in a year. He takes care of the car, gets it ready, he gets it loaded, makes sure I have my fire suit, gets my fire suit cleaned. He takes very good care of me, and in return, I take very good care of him as well. He is a huge part of our program. He does everything at the racetrack. If I've got to work on it, it's very rare. I do have to jump in there and kind of do stuff if it needs to get done pretty quickly. I got to kind of beat him out of the way, but besides that, he keeps it up 100%. Sometimes he makes mistakes, but that's part of it. He learns and he never does it again. So without him, I wouldn't have half of this. Ben, you're gonna see this. I love you, buddy.
My name is Ben Gillian. I'm a crew chief for Justin Whitehead. I help him every weekend at the racetrack. I keep these cars going here. We put bodies on cars, refinish cars, put new cars together. I mean, it all varies, but I'm here 5 to 7 days a week. I work on race cars full time. I pretty much make it to where when we get there, he don't have to do nothing but drive. As far as his fire suit, helmet, everything is sitting there ready to go. Car's unloaded, tire pressure set. Make sure everything's good and he don't have to touch nothing. As far as when he's racing, I'm looking to see if the car's doing anything funny, making sure that it's driving right. Make sure ain't nothing dragging behind it. It's hard to watch other cars when you're concentrated on one. Now, it is good to look at other cars too to see how good they're doing, to see if we need to do anything to improve. He's going to come back and tell me what the car is doing and what we need to do to try to fix that. His feedback means a lot, and we put both our feedbacks together. That's what helps us be the crew that we are, because we both have to listen to each other. He can't see himself, so we're getting ready for Manny this year, the 10,000 at Boot Hill. Those are two very big, high-paying races. There will also be a few races that we're looking forward to at Arquitects. I'd like to go to Ardmore some. There's a bunch of places we want to try to make it. I'd like to go to every race, but obviously that's impossible. A lot of places end up on top of each other. I love back-to-back races. That's my go-to thing. I would love to win the 10,000, of course, and I've also loved to win at Manny, for sure. That's my expectations, is to push harder and harder, and I want to win there, and I want to win the 10,000 again. I can't thank that dude enough. He's given me so much. He's helped me so much. He's taught me everything I know about racing. He's truly made me a better person. He tries to be rough on me because, he wants me to learn, and the only way I do learn is being a little rough. He's the most hardest person in the world to get on the phone. And then when you do get on the phone with him, he wants to talk for hours. He's just goofy, and he's fun to be around. He's always giggly, always having a good time, and it's a fun time to be around him. Anybody that don't want to be around Justin White is fucking just period.
In the wall.